ladies and gentlemen, it is Mythic Games back with another mythical tutorial. Now in this tutorial we will be covering just a bit on the F2 and F3 mode, on why it is the most wisest thing to place down units in F3 mode instead of F2. And then we will be getting into two triggers or scripts that are simple to do from point A to point B with a few little added features that are really basic and easy for you guys to experiment with. If you guys did like the first video, please feel free to leave some feedback if you feel like you need to, or if you want. I do encourage it. But let's get down to business, and without further ado, let's go. So hey guys, the first part of this tutorial will basically just be a cover up, basically a wrap up of F2 and F3 mode, and why you don't place things down in F2 mode, such as vehicles and units. Now, as you can see, I'm in F1 mode, so I can select these units here. But the thing is, on the other side, I cannot select any of these guys. The reason for this is because, well, these guys are actually another team. And basically, if I want to control these guys, I'm selected as player 0. So, I am player 0. So if I wanted to play as these guys, all I would have to do is enable my num lock and basically press 1 on my numpad to select team 1. And as you can see up in the top left hand corner, the little square has changed to a red, so that means we are selected as team red. And as we go along, the keys will go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then back down to 0. So that basically is how you select teams in the editor. Now, how to set teams is if you go to F3, you can find players in their properties of these guys. As you can see, they're jumping out because this vehicle is not a red player or an enemy player. And you can basically select the teams as you can go, and if you select player and hit the little icon here, it brings down all the players up until player 17. So that's basically how we select players. And we can also do it in F2 mode, but it's highly not advised. F3 is the best way to play your maps. So the reason why you don't place things such as units down in F3, say if this vehicle got stuck in between these rocks, you would want to select him, but you would end up selecting everything around him, such as the environment, and then if you wanted to move him, you'd start moving the environment. That's something you don't want to be doing. Then you end up deleting things, and well, you end up deleting your vehicles and your units, and well, basically by the time you finish playing on the map, you have basically no map left because you've been deleting it all, trying to get your troops out of areas that they've got stuck in. So we're just going to delete these guys and go to F3. Now, the reason why F3 is so good for playing your maps in is because you can just select these guys and move them out of the area. You're not able to select any of the map entities or objects. All has to be done via the F2 mode. So that pretty much wraps this up for the F2 and F3 mode, and why you should always play your maps in F3 mode. And of course, I'm playing my mythical tutorial map where we'll be spending most of our time, but the thing is, it's kind of bland, just it's boring. So if we want to add an environment to make it more exciting looking, we're just going to go F6 on our keyboard, and it brings up a whole environment prompt box with all these different environments. And of course, at the very bottom I have a bunch of different custom environments, as I have a few mods enabled, which I will link in the description. Make sure to check out. So the first one is I'm going to choose vanilla environment, which is USA Quarantine, and as you can see, it brings the map to life. So there we go. That's pretty simple. So we're just gonna select these guys and we're just gonna delete them. And then we're just gonna pop way on over to here. Now here's where the real fun begins of this tutorial. Here we're gonna do scripting. So our 3 guys here and our 1 vehicle. Now, let's start with the vehicle. So we're gonna left click to select him. Now to tag him, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can press U on your keyboard, which is the fast way, and then you can open this box, or you can go down here on the right hand side and look for the little icon that says tags, and then click here and you can bring up the prompt box that way. But we're going to do it the fast way. So make sure the vehicle is selected. We're going to go tags. We're going to call him run underscore fat underscore boy. Run fat boy. And then we're going to add the tag. So now the tag appears right above him. So that, and then we're going to hit OK. And then we're going to unselect him. And then what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to create his tongue-tied waypoint preset by going straight to this little flag on the toolbar, which is right down here. So you can also access it by just pressing 4 on the keyboard, which is a quick way. So what we're going to do is go to groups, and we're going to add his waypoint groups. So run underscore fat underscore boy. There we go, run fat boy. And then what we're going to want to do is then we're going to want to go down to his waypoints, and we're going to add a waypoint. So the first default waypoint is 0. So let's select that, or we can left click and drag and select it that way. So we want him to now follow waypoints. So the next waypoint will auto link to waypoint 0. So now these ones are connected. We can move this one around with our right click and hold. We can also right click to one in areas to move it, but we just want him to move in a straight line right now. We can also say if you have a waypoint way over here that you want him to follow, we can just unlink from here and then link it to over here. But right now we just want him to link 0 to 1. So there we go. And then what we want him to do is go straight to waypoint 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So now he's gonna move in a straight line. So, but that's kind of boring. Maybe if this was on a road, but right now we have the free movement. So we're gonna go left click the waypoint. We're gonna move it around by right clicking, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Maybe move that one there, straighten it up, and then we're gonna do that one over here. And then number 5, we're gonna make him turn left. So now he's gonna follow these waypoints, but in order to do so, we need a trigger to trigger this script. So we're gonna add, go to this little Z icon here, do the little Egyptian Z. We can also access it by pressing 6 as well, and then we're gonna see triggers. It's just a blank box here. We're just gonna hit right click and add. We're gonna call this car, just call it car, and then we're gonna see car auto reset conditions. Let's avoid conditions for now. We're just gonna do basic A to B waypoint. So of course I have actor to waypoint up here, but for you it won't show because you probably never played around with any of these commands yet. So I'm gonna go to other, which is right smack in the middle of the list, and we're gonna go other, actor waypoint, or actor to waypoint, sorry. And then it's gonna bring up this little properties prompt box for actor to waypoint. Now we're gonna go selector, we're gonna go tags, and then we're going to go run fat boy run. Now his default waypoint for his group of waypoints was 0, and then we want him to teleport and rotate to that waypoint. So he's going to teleport to 0, and then he's going to rotate in the right direction. And then, of course, maybe we want to have a bit of a delay on his waypoint, on his trigger. So he's gonna wait 5 seconds. Normally, I like to move the delay above actor to waypoint, so it's like he's waiting 5 seconds before actor to waypoint begins. So that's him selected. And of course, you can still see the tag here. The reason why is because I went Alt-T, which enables the tags permanently. So Alt-T, there we are, it's back again, and Alt-T, it's gone. So that's pretty interesting. But, you know, maybe his waypoints presets are a little alright, so maybe to spice things up, we're going to go to his last waypoint. And say in his waypoint commands, we're going to add by right clicking, and we're going to want to delete him as soon as he gets to waypoint 5. So delete is right here, we can find it, and then as soon as you use it, it'll show right up here in this box. So we're going to go delete. We don't have to do anything right here, so we're just going to hit OK. So now when he gets to waypoint 5, he's going to automatically delete, vanish. It was like he was never there. So this is the real cool part about waypoints, or scripting, really. It's super easy, and I hope I've done it in a way that it's easy for you guys to follow. So now his waypoint's all good to go. I think his waypoint's all good to go. There's nothing more we need to really do for his waypoints. So then we're going to go up to entity, which you can just get to by pressing 2 on the keyboard. And we're going to select these 3 little guys here. And we're going to select them all. Now we're going to go tags again by pressing U. And then we're going to hit tags of selection. So what do we want to call these guys? Infantry nerds. We're going to add infantry nerds. But this time we're going to add an extra tag. Now we're going to add hidden. And then we're going to add it. So now we have hidden added to these guys. So basically what hidden means is whenever their whenever their script begins, they will be hidden to any unit, any enemy player or team on the map. So now we have to create them a new group of tags. So we're just going to go back into waypoints, and we're going to go straight to the button add, and we're going to name it infantry nerds. And then we're going to hit enter on the keyboard, which means you don't have to keep pressing OK. So now we have a new group, and the other groups disappear because it's on a separate group. So then we're going to add the waypoint for these guys, and it's just going to put it here. So because if Run Fat Boys waypoint group ended on 5, this new group will start with 6. And of course the waypoints go all up to 1000s and stuff like that. So now we want them to maybe go to waypoint 7 and then go to waypoint 8 and waypoint 9 and maybe double back to waypoint 10. Let's line it up with waypoint 8. So now they're going to run all the way to waypoint 9, and then they're going to double back to waypoint 10. So now that their group has been created, we're going to go to their triggers, and we're going to create them a trigger. By right-clicking on the triggers, and then just add infantry nerds. Of course, you guys can call them whatever you like, if you like to keep things nice and tidy. Unlike me, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So now we have infantry nerds. We're going to go to command again. We're going to, because actor waypoint, because we selected it, is now going to show up in our most recent. So we're going to go to actor waypoint. We're going to go to selector once again. Then we're going to go to tags. We're going to go to infantry nerds. And OK. So the waypoint was waypoint 6, and sometimes you may have to go back to check the waypoint by selecting the little flag again. This time we want them to teleport and rotate, and then we want to go actor to waypoint. Then we want to add another waypoint. We want to go delay of, let's say, 10 seconds this time, and we want the delay to be above the actor to waypoint, so alt arrow key, and then if you want it to be below, it can be alt lower key, and then but I want it above because I want the delay to be around 10 seconds. And I think that was Discord. I think I'm connected with somebody. Cheerio. Never mind, it's fine. So but this time we're also going to add another command. Now this time we're going to add an actor state, and this is going to be basically telling the units, these three guys, to be in a state of let's say movement. So let's say we want them to be in an assault state, so they're going to run to that position as if they're assaulting a position. But we also need to add their tag for this command to work. So we're going to go straight up to selector, we're going to go to into selector, and we're going to go and add their tags. So it's going to be infantry nerds, and then we're going to hit OK. So then we're just going to test out these two scripts. Now he's going to wait 5 seconds. These guys are waiting 10 seconds. So now he's going to start on his merry travels, and these guys are going to run off in their assault position. We can also check the infantry waypoints and the vehicle waypoints. So as soon as they get here, they will double back. Look at that, double backing, and straight to waypoint 10. And we can also check this guy. So as soon as he gets to waypoint 5, he will instantly delete. Boom, gone. It's like he was never there. Vanished. Houdini. But yes, so that's just basically how to set up basic waypoints. It's as simple as that, easy enough to do. There's not really much more to show you. I would rather have you guys experiment, but if you guys want to know how to do more little advanced scripts, do let me know in the comments. We will getting into more animation scripts and stuff like that, but I think that's as much as I can teach you on scripts from A to B. It's just basically experiment now for yourselves. So if you guys did like this or have enjoyed this little tutorial, please let me know. I will also be in the Discord if you in the Mighty Jungle Discord if you need me. So thank you guys for watching. It's been an honor, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye bye.